Do I got, what time is it? Okay. I got about an hour. All right, what are we talking about today? Ooh. Hey, y'all. I literally said I was coming on today to do some more readings. Hey, Miss Lisa, and do some more readings today, but my schedule ended up being more packed than I thought it was. I had some readings today that was amazing. Like, I've been doing readings all morning for some clients, and the first reading I had today just went amazing. I couldn't have asked for it to go better. And I just feel like sometimes people are brought to me because they need my help. I have a resource or I have something that is going to be beneficial to them. And also them kids, because y'all know I don't play about them kids. So you come to me, you got a kid and your kid is struggling, I'm absolutely going to help you, because I myself was a sad kid and I hate to see kids going through that. You know, I see it in my family. I see it like kids don't necessarily know how to process stuff, especially if you're not helping them to process it, you know? So I had a great session this morning, and then I had my mentee session where they was reading, and that went so well. Like, I'm so proud of my little baby psychics. So that went well, and got some cool people with that. And then I got a reading after this. So I was just like, you know what? It's probably not going to happen today with the readings, but at least let me show my face, because I said I was going to do that. Sisters, treats and more. Hey, love. Hey, Kens. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to go back and make sure I ain't miss nobody. Hey, D. Happy to see you, boo. So, yeah, I've just been... Hey, Miss Divine. I've just been doing... I was this close to messaging you. Right. I feel like everybody been messaging me today, so it must be something in the damn air. But I wanted to hop on here and talk about resilience, okay? I was the friend for everybody who I felt like I had to grow up really fast, you know? So I was fueled kind of by this. Hey, she is Shami. I was kind of fueled by this fear of returning to who I was, you know, fear of poverty, fear of all of the fucking things. Like, I was one of those kids who fantasized about what my life was going to be like after I got out of, you know, what situation that I was in. Like, I literally went to college only because it was an escape, you know? I thought that I was going to go to college and I was going to make $80,000 a year and I was going to be able to help my whole family out for $80,000. Insanity when you think about it in hindsight, right? But I think that resilience, that need for us to have to be strong in situations where we probably should not have to have been the strong one, it causes this culture of us staying in survival mode, and it causes this culture of us hitting the ground running, and it causes this culture of us being forced into our logical mind because we are trying to survive, right? And that logic and order and form is what helps us to navigate this physical reality, right? The men are the masters of the ego. They're masters of the physical plane. They're ruled by that left brain. And it's really hard for us as women to get out of that because we've kind of been forced into hyper independence, you know? So I wanted to talk about that because I feel like I was the strong friend. I was the friend that everybody came to. I was the person that everybody leaned on. I never really wanted to put my burdens on other people. So it caused this dynamic where I was giving, and people was taking, right? But I think there's a little bit of accountability that needed to happen on my side because I was creating that dynamic. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't asking for help. It was not that I didn't have people that I could ask for help, which I honestly felt like I didn't have people that could help, but still, there were options, you know, if I would have even just tried. Don't be that person. Okay. Don't be that person. You deserve to be in relationships that honor you, that give you mutual respect, that pour back into you as much as you pour back into them. And some of us are dealing with abandonment issues, and some of us are dealing with that because we had those abandonment issues. We long for that intimacy. We long for those connections. We long for those situations, right? So it causes us to be impatient in getting those. So we just settle for anything in this energy of just trying to feel what we feel like we didn't have, So make sure that you choose you. If you don't choose if you're going to choose somebody, choose you. Okay. Set healthy boundaries. Make sure that you're getting back what you're giving. And if you're not getting that, you got to be patient. Patience is necessary. Okay. Even when it comes to relationships, it is necessary. It is a necessary part of the journey, because you got to show the universe that I don't want this. But if you keep going over there and you keep going back and you can't let these people go who are harming you, then you're not telling the universe that. You're saying that with your mind, but you're not saying it with your actions. And you got to say it with your whole being. Okay? You have to say it with your whole being. So it's really important. Hey, Mooney, it's really important that you learn patience, resilience, patience. Okay? When you don't have patience, it's going to cause you to have to be way more resilient than you have to be, because you keep going in rooms that are not meant for you. You keep going in spaces that are not meant for you, against your better judgment, because half of us are getting the guidance. It's self-betrayal. Half of us are getting the guidance. We just keep going in these spaces because we're looking for something that we feel like we don't have. And if you ever feel like you don't have something, you are the person that's meant to give it to you. You're not going to find it on the outside world. You are only going to find it on the inside. So it's important that you know that and you understand that, because I didn't for such a long time. And it wasn't until I turned towards myself, till I start trying to make sure that I was happy instead of trying to make sure everybody else is happy, everybody else is good, everybody else got their needs met. I start focusing on what my needs were. Life looks completely different on this side. I go through my day with ease. I'm happy to get up. I'm not that one photo, that photo that everybody grandma had of the lady getting out the bed and her shoulder was like this and she was just tired and exhausted. I'm not that no more. I have energy. I'm enthusiastic and passionate about things again. I got my spark back. You do not have to be the strong friend. You do not have to carry the weight of the world on your back. Go where you are received. Okay? Go where you are received. Happy Thursday, Unique. Choose me and listening, literally listen to everything. That has been my theme this week. Yes, because you're talking to yourself all the time. Those little whispers in the back of your head. But because it's not shouting, because it's not slapping you across the face, you not listening. It's so many of us who just give in to the temptations. They're just like, well, this is easier, so I'm just going to do this one. Well, this is right here. Let me just go over here. Let me just do with what I have. No, like you have to show the universe that you're serious about whatever it is that you want. So there needs to be patience, okay? And you need to have non-negotiables, and no matter who come around, those things are not to be trifled with. Integrity is important to me. I find out that you lack integrity, I ain't nothing I can do with you. It ain't nothing. Because a thief is going to steal. A cheater is going to cheat. But a liar, you don't know how they coming. You don't even know what's real and what's not real. So have your non-negotiables and stick to it. You are curating this life based on the choices that you make, meaning that you're actively creating your life based on the choices that you're making each day when you wake up. If you don't like your life, make different choices. I made a post earlier and I was basically talking about how everybody's focused on the external environment, and that's what they want you to do. They want you to be focused externally. But what you got to understand is that we live in the realm of phenomenon. And what that means is that everything that's happening here is a result of what's happening inside of all of us collectively. Okay? This reality is not the cause of what we are seeing. It is the effect of what we are feeling. So a phenomenon is an effect. Now everything happens in a noumenon. Noumenon. Okay? So we have noumenon. This is where everything starts. This is the cause of everything. And then we have phenomenon. Okay? The noumenon is the mind. Okay? This is just the mirror. So what we see in our reality every day is mirroring what is going on inside of us. So you cannot, if you have a spot on your face, you wouldn't wipe the mirror, because wiping the mirror is not going to get the spot off your face. You need to deal with this. So if everybody turns inwards, everybody focus on managing their mind and regulating their emotions, because the mind is the masculine and the feminine. The conscious mind is the masculine. The subconscious mind is the feminine. So when I say that the mind is what you need to fix, the mind is thoughts and emotions. And you need to bring them into balance. Okay? You are meant to work a specific way. When you get new information through your physical senses, you process them through your emotions. How is it making you feel when you're having this experience? If it's a good experience, move towards it. If it's not, you need a boundary, move away from it. Now, the way you do this and the way the person next to you do this is going to be completely different. Why? Because they're here to explore a different perspective. That's why no perspective is wrong. No perspective is right. We need them all. It is an exploration. So if we want to fix the problems that we're seeing, you have to fix yourself. The biggest thing that I learned in my journey was that I am not going to fix people by trying to fix the people. I'm not going to help people heal by trying to help people heal. What I do is fix and I heal myself. I become the example for them to see. I show up differently when we have conflict. I show up differently when we're having a conversation. When they're telling me something, I'm not so quick to judge. I have compassion and empathy for their perspective. I ask them if they want my opinion instead of just trying to force my opinion on them. And if they do want my opinion, I give my perspective because I know that they're going to be open to it. But if they don't, I'm okay with that. I don't take it personal. Not everybody's going to want to change. But if we want to fix it, we're going to have to look at ourselves, because when you can raise, the whole goal of all of this is expanded awareness. Why? Because when you expand your awareness, you raise the consciousness. When you expand your awareness, you raise the consciousness. Okay? You raise the frequency of information you have access to. So wisdom, knowledge is the answer. You have to learn more. That gets rid of the fear. That gets rid of everything. Because the more you know how to navigate. That's how people are able to exploit us, because they know a lot. Because also, with the more you know your opponent, you know how to beat your opponent. But that means you also got to get on that too, though. So you know how to protect yourself. So it's about expanded awareness. You learn more, you continue to change your perspective, but you keep your mind open. And when you can do that, right, it's going to make you more empathetic, more understanding, more compassionate, more forgiving, less judgmental, less competitive, less of you comparing yourself to other people. Less you feeling separate. Well, I could never do that. It's an option for all of us, actually. Otherwise, it wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? It brings you back together towards wholeness. And if you do that enough and you become the example and you embody the example, anybody who comes around you has to rise up. Why? Because higher vibrational energy neutralizes lower vibrational energy. So they have no choice. It's forced, but it's forced in a different way. It's not by you actually trying to force it in this external reality. No, it happens internally. It happens from the inside, because now you're vibrating higher and it creates a vacuum behind you. They have no other choice. And if enough of us do that, then they have no other choice. You know, that's why so many of us have been born in with a higher state of consciousness, have been born in at a higher vibration, because we just needed to be born. But then you come into this world and everybody telling you something wrong with you. They're rejecting you. They make you feel unseen. And so you thought it was something wrong with you. And you're having a hard time finding your way back to yourself. Do that now. And it's not going to be easy because it wasn't easy for you to get here. You went through a lot of shit for you to get here. Now you got to go back through that shit and take another path. I hope y'all hear me with that. I really do, because it feels like we're at a transitory period. It feels like right now is really important. And that's why everybody feels so uncomfortable. That's why everybody feels so tired. But it feels like something is changing. Change with it. Because if you don't, it's going to be a world of pain and suffering. I'm telling you, you got to learn how to evolve. Hey, Key. You got to learn how to evolve. You got to learn how to move through things. Use that resilience for that. Hey, Anissa. We going in, period. Ooh, I love it when you pop up. Let me grab my notebook and pen, period. I love that energy. Actually, universe, give me more of that. 10 more of them. The more you know, the more you grow. Exactly. 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 Now, heavy changes. Yep, that's right. I really need this right now. Yes. And it's the decisions. Everything goes back to your decisions. It's okay to be over it, D. I'm glad you over it. Because that means you're going to do something about it. You don't do nothing about it until you get over it. So I'm glad that you're there. It feels uncomfortable. It feels uneasy. But at least now you're going to act. I love that for you. The bad is not always bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not. A lot of times those negative emotions, that pain that you're feeling is just telling you, girl, you're not listening to yourself. Like, why are you still doing this? We gotta, and they condition us to be this way, y'all. The instant gratification. The instant gratification, we think everything is supposed to happen fast. And if it don't happen fast, then we give up. And we just like, fuck it, I just need to do something else. There's always another product. There's always a better product. There's always something that'll get you there faster. You were never meant to be fast. You were a slow burn. Okay? You're a slow burn. You are on point. Thank you, Sandy. Like I'm renewing, releasing to just let go. Yeah. I feel a shift happening and I'm trying to stay on course. My old self and new self is tussling. Yes. Release the old self. It does not serve you anymore. Look at the baggage that y'all carrying with y'all. All of that is in your mind. What's going on in your mind? What is it telling you? Sit with yourself. Nature does not move fast. It does not. It takes time. You take time. You are nature. I was sick to my stomach. It was negativity. Figuring out how to do this is so girl. Yeah. And them emotions cause so many blockages when you hold on to them. They're not meant to be held on to. They're meant to go through you. But it's so many of us who think that emotions are identity characteristic. Right? Because they say, oh, if you feel this, you might be depressed. And then you move yourself in a state of depression. When all it was is that you don't have access to this energy right now. But you over here stressed because you just like, I'm supposed to have energy all the time. I'm supposed to be on go. I'm supposed to have access to creative energy all the time. Well, creative energy works in a wave. It works in a cycle. You be on, then you be off. And when you be off, you just like, oh my gosh, the world is on fire. I'm supposed to be able to go, 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 go. Some of y'all ain't even designed to do that. Some of y'all don't have sustainable energy, and y'all in a society that says everybody is supposed to be working. You're supposed to live a soft life. You're not even getting the proper rest. You exhausting yourself. Now you got ADHD. Hey, Set. Yes, twice in 1 week, girl. Listen. You caught me. I caught y'all. I've been trying to be better about going live and stuff. Because I feel like it's important right now. I don't know what it is. That's why I keep talking about human design readings and energetic alignment and mediumship. It feels like it's important. It feels like it's important right now. And you know, we are in a masculine cycle. We got a lot of things in Aries energy. Neptune is in Aries, which is Neptune don't change signs often. This is a new generational situation, and Neptune is about the subconscious mind. It's about your belief systems. You have energy now. when it comes to your subconscious mind and figuring out what you believe. Neptune is your spiritual life purpose. So you need to look back at your belief systems. You need to go into the deep waters. You need to go into yourself so that you can pull out the wisdom. And now you have Aries energy. Aries energy is pioneering. It does not take no for an answer. It's ambitious. It's passionate. It's enthusiastic. It's impulsive. There's a potential for immaturity there, right? Because I want to give you the good and the bad. However, you have the energy to fix yourself right now. And you will going forward, because we're going to be in Neptune for, I think, it's, what is it, 80-something years? Hold on. $14 years. Okay, I made it up with the 80. Okay, but 14 years. It's a new cycle. It's a new dawn. Get up. Grab my hand. We need to heal. We need to evolve. We need to grow. And we got the energy to do it right now. What you do in these next couple years feels so important. What you do in these next couple months feels so important. You know? It feels so, I don't understand it. I got to mention something. Yesterday when I was on live, I was doing live readings and I was talking about somebody's brother coming through. I realized that I had a dream about somebody trying to escape something, and he ran up on some, like, okay, y'all, if y'all was on a live yesterday, I did a live reading and I said somebody's brother who was unalive came through, right? And that it had something to do with a car. I didn't realize I had a dream about that night. And what it looked like is there was two guys walking towards this guy. He jumped in his car and he tried to drive off, but they start shooting and the car comes up and flips. Somebody runs out of the car and is running towards whoever this person is who has decided to duck down. Like, he decided to duck down to not be seen, right? He thought that if he, I don't know what he thought. The guy next to him gets shot, and then I feel myself get shot. It was a in my head, and then I woke up. I think this brother belongs to somebody. So if that story resonates with you, or if somebody sees this and that could potentially be their brother, he's trying to communicate. But I got pew-pewed in my head and I felt the pressure of it. And then when I went live yesterday, somebody's brother kept coming through the entire time when I was trying to read. So I just wanted to say that because I need to get that up off of me. Okay? I've been trying to spread love and pick people up. It's not your job, Sandy. It's not your job to spread love. It's not your job to fix people. It's not your job to pick people up. It's not. What you do is you fix yourself. You pick yourself up. And then those people, just let them come to you. If they need you, they come to you. So I don't know if that's what you meant when you said spread, but when I think spread, I'm thinking, you know, you trying to help, you going out there, you trying to spread, you know. If that wasn't what you meant, I apologize. I miss my brother so much. Greetings, programmers. Just being kind. Okay, yes. You always want to be kind. You always want to be kind. So I just wanted to put that out there because I didn't know if that was somebody's brother, if that was something. It was really dark when it happened and a car flipped up and somebody ran out of the car and it was somebody ducked down. Both of them got shot. So I'm putting that out there. But back to what I was saying. If you want to change anything, you have to change yourself. The change does not happen externally. It doesn't matter what you do externally. That's why they always trying to get you to do things externally to make a difference. They tricked you through the voting system, through all of these systems, and believing that you have sustainable change, that you can change the state of the world by engaging in things externally. That's not how it works. But if they can keep you focused out here, then you're never going to go inside of here. Everything that you need is inside of here. It is not out there. So it doesn't matter how many times you protest. It doesn't matter how many times you vote. It doesn't matter how many times you stand outside of the Capitol building. None of that actually causes sustainable change. It might move the needle a little bit, But if you want to change it, you have to change yourself. 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 Okay? There are resources. I didn't have resources, and that's why I became a resource. I said, fuck it, I'm going to have to figure it out. And I went to books. Okay? I started getting downloads. I stepped into my gifts. I went to mediumship, mentorship. I went to mediumship classes. I scoured the fucking earth. I've learned about Egypt and Kemet and the whole Hotep shit. I done went towards the divination, the E5, the Ishi. I done been everywhere. Trying to figure this shit out for us. I love the journey you're on and your growth. Thank you, my love. Be the change you want to see. Absolutely. You embody it and you show them what it is, because it's not that they don't want to change. It's that they don't have awareness of something else. So you need to bring awareness of something else. You know what they do have awareness of? Everything that's causing you to regress. The people they putting in front of you. When you resonate with somebody, pay attention. Taking notes. Mind if I add some of this in my next topic video? Oh no, go ahead, girl. You can steal shamelessly from me. Make it 2 days in a row, period. Yes. It's the awareness. A lot of them don't know that that's a choice until you start showing up differently and you show them. Oh, this is what it looks like when somebody holds themselves accountable? Oh, that doesn't look too bad. Actually, I like that she did that. I want to do that. Period. You know? You have to show them. Which means you have to be the embodiment of it. How you move through this life has to be different. And you have to move like you're different because you are. This will also be on YouTube. You have to move like you're different because you are. But by you being you, you bring awareness to another option. Just like they an option for you. The things you don't want to do, you an option for them. Now you get to decide if you want it, they want to take or they don't. But that is how we bring awareness to each other. You know? I handle people so much differently on this other side. I used to be a pistol starter. I used to fight first, take names later. You get too close to me, you done came too close. Now you're in danger. But now it's a conversation. And I have compassion and understanding. I go into it with an open mind. It's me and you against the problem. It's not me and you against each other. Especially when it's people that I love. Why would it be me and you against each other? We should be trying to figure it out. Instead of, I'm right, you're wrong. You need to listen to me. I need to listen to... Y'all need to listen to each other. It's compromise. It's mutual. People look at you different when you change too. It's like now I'm lame and weird. I'll be lame and weird. Listen, I ain't lame and weird to myself. And that's the only opinion that matter over here. I think I'm the fucking best. I think people will be lucky to come across me because I ain't never left nobody worse than I found them. So if that's lame and weird, baby, slap that label. Y'all done label worse on me. You know, like people have labeled me worse things. So you have to be comfortable just being different. And I ain't gonna lie, I go through that shit too. Like I feel like when I first started posting on Instagram, I felt weird about it. Instagram gives judgy. It gives a reality TV show. It gives everybody is for the fake. Everybody is putting up on facade. And I'm like, nah, I might be too real for Instagram because people just be watching, lurking, don't like your shit, don't da-da-da-da, but you in that group chat, like what is going on over there? You know? But then I had to get out my own way and say, I don't care what these people think. It holds no bearings on me. People's truth of me does not have to be my truth of me. Opinions are not facts. You know? Now I got 10,000 followers on Instagram in a couple months. Because I just said, fuck it. Did some people unfollow me? Sure. Because I got some churchy people over there. That's okay. You're not at where I am. You still got awareness of it though, because I planted a seed that ain't going to be able to be pulled up. But you on your own journey. It's not my job to rush you along. It's only my job to be here for the people who ready. That's it. It's only my job to be the example for the people who ready. But if you're not, it's not my job to force you. I'm not here to control you. You got free will. I respect your free will. I respect your energetic frequency and your energetic boundaries. Because if somebody is rejecting you, they putting up an energetic boundary. They don't want it. They don't want to change. They don't want to transform. They don't want the knowledge. Well, why you keep going over there? It's an energetic boundary. Respect it. Okay, this person ain't willing to change. That's not about me. But one thing about knowledge is knowledge causes transformation. It helps to change your perspective. It helps you to move you up or to move you down. Not everybody wants to be moved. Okay? Hey, Tamaria. I've been on you for years, my girl. Period. Love that. I actually had a reading this morning with somebody who was like, girl, I've been watching you for years. And then it always shocks me when y'all say that because I forget that this has been in the making for a while now. It's just now happening for me. It's been 3 years, which is crazy. But it takes time. It takes patience. It has to be built on a sturdy foundation. Ain't that what I said? It has to be built. It does not happen overnight. Everything that y'all think happens overnight does not. Okay? There is work that you do not see. You know? Let me go back real quick. The lame me damn sure got some good boundaries, period. They slick, take the same style. Yep. I'd rather be cringe to them than to nobody to myself. Period. I'm going to be on Patreon and YouTube to see more of you after the 5th. Okay. Cool. I've been on you for years and has. Fuck with that. I'm a 3/5 sacral manifesting generator. I don't even want to be here when you're ready. Just do it unapologetically. I don't even want to be here when you're ready. Just do it unapologetically. Oh, I get it. Okay. Your sister, you're my sister for sure, and I'm grateful I have went in so much because of you. Thank you. Gratitude. Questions regarding what you were just saying. How do you combat that when kids are involved? Oh, Taj, questions regarding what you were just saying. How do you combat that when kids are involved? What, patience? Oh, I understand people allowing people to be, but I find it difficult when the energy they give off affects me. What do you mean? The kids? The kids are giving off the energy, or are you talking about the kids' parents or the kids' families? Because you don't got to be over there. You don't. I find it difficult when the energy they give off affects me. You know, one thing that I be telling the mamas, love y'all back. One thing that I be telling the mamas is you don't have to deal with your ex. Oh, the kids. Yes, the kids are giving off the energy. You just got to direct them. You know, I feel like kids are usually just doing what they see. Okay? Kids like respect, they doing what, okay? Kids like respect, they doing what they see. You know, if you're the type of mom that has the laptop and the iPad and you give them the iPad and you on your phone and they on the iPad and on the laptop, that's what they're going to gravitate towards. They're going to throw a fit about that iPad and that laptop. But if you reading books and you're doing this, then they're going to do that. So if you want to fix the kids' energy, you got to fix your energy. You got to fix how you showing up because you are the example for them. You are the example. Now, you ain't going to be able to control what happens over at the dad's house. You're not going to be able to control that. But you are able to control what happens at your house. You know? Like you said, stop going around on people, but sometimes those people you have to deal with. Not necessarily. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I am very, very, very with you having a medium person. Meaning like if the kids need to go over on that side, then make your mama take them. See, make somebody in your family take them and do the exchange, and maybe somebody from their family can do the exchange. But there is a way for you to make separation. Only talk to that person when it's about the kids, when it's necessary. You know, but there can still be boundaries in that relationship. If every time during that exchange, that person is causing havoc or whatever the case may be, do the exchange at the police station. You want to see your kids? Fine. Come get them. We at the police station. Just in case I got to skedaddle on in there and do a little report. In case you can't keep your emotions underway. But there are options. It seems to be rubbing off on me energetically. And it probably is. You're probably an empath. You know? But you got to fight. It's not going to be easy. You know? When it's happening, redirect. Redirect. But bring back that good energy back into your lives. Change the narrative. Show up differently, because the way that you're doing it now is probably not working. Even though I do all that, I kid you not. Oh, they find a way, baby. You just got to keep moving the needle. You just got to keep looking at your options. Okay? I'm not saying this is a light switch at all. I'm saying that there's always a multitude of different options. You got to explore what your options are. That's where I am right now. And one at the auntie's house, energy was really draining me. Yeah, I hear you. You're right. There's always other options, you know. I think that society kind of has puts us in this energy that we only have one option. Okay, you go to school, you only do one thing, you know, and you do that for the rest of your life. And they tell us this dream of forever and da-da-da-da. When there's a change in circumstances, you have to be different. Something needs to be done different. There needs to be different options that are looked at. Okay? When a new opportunity presents itself, same thing. If this way ain't working, try another one. And then another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. Because you're trying to figure out what fits into the puzzle. One thing about me, I've always been really good at shifting. If something ain't working, okay, I'm going to try this. If that ain't working, then I'm going to try this. But it's never, I need to give up. Okay, it's always, I'm not looking at this right. Okay, let me try this. You know what? Maybe I just don't know enough. Maybe I need to learn more. You know what? Maybe I can't figure this out by myself. Maybe I need to go ask somebody. There are always options. You got to figure out what they are. Definitely, I find my energy being low even when it comes to discovering new things. I'm working through it. Just keep pushing, baby. Take it one step at a time. Don't make it a big thing. I think I did a reading for you yesterday. You love to cook. Maybe make you some little cake pops with the kids or something. Like something very small. And even if you don't have the energy, that's okay. Get yourself into a routine. Put the kids to bed. Take a moment to yourself, you know. And just every single day, try to find ways to prioritize yourself in that. I learned not to be nonchalant and not to soak it all up. I feel energy easily and it can weigh you down. It absolutely can. Clear and shield every single day. I'm an advocate of clearing and shielding. Every single opportunity that you get. Every time that something upsets me or something hits me in the head or something, whatever, I immediately go into meditation. Because in meditation, I can clear my mind. Any stress that I was feeling, it goes away. It dissipates so quickly when you can. Because what you're doing in meditation is you're pulling yourself back into that present moment. Stress and anxiety lay outside. When you focusing on the past or you focusing on the future, that's when that comes into play. But in the present moment is feel-good energy. That's where it exists. The problem is not everybody has access to that, like myself. So I have to actively seek it. I don't have access to feel-good energy. I get it from things around me. So I got to go and be out in the sun. I got to do things that I enjoy every single day. I got to go into meditation. Why? Because I need to get into the present moment. Meditation changed everything for me. It really did. I don't miss a day when it comes to meditation. Because I know that I don't have constant access to that feel-good energy, so I need to go get it. I need to go get it. When you meditate, do you let your thoughts flow or stop thinking about everything? I think when you become more advanced in meditation, you can clear your mind. However, that's not the goal. The goal is to not attach to the thoughts, you know? So when I'm first starting, what I do is like 5 minutes. Well, what I did was 5 minutes a day. And what I would do is every thought that came through, I'd be like, that's good, but for later. That's good, but for later. And then I would journal about them when I got out. These are the things that I'm worried about. These are the things I need to clear out. These are the things I obviously need to address because they keep coming up. They keep coming up. Okay? And I would journal about them. That would be my journaling for the day. And I do the same thing the next day. I did that for 2 weeks. Then I did 10 minutes. Okay? And then the thoughts slowed down. And then I was able to pay attention to what was happening. Where the thoughts was leading me, you know. Then I was able to just observe them. But first you got to get the shit out the way. Because your worries, your stresses, all of those shit's going to come up first. All of that shit's going to come up first. So you need to clear the clutter out so that you make space for something new to come in. Because half the time, new thoughts can't come in because y'all got too much shit going on in your head. You got to clear the clutter so that the new stuff can come in, which is the information, the intuition, the downloads. That's how I did it. You can also do this with a countdown meditation. Get into a dark room, count from 100 to 1. Anytime a thought interrupts, start over. Do this for 10 minutes a day. I have a client that's doing this right now. He in week 2. He only at number 86, 85. It's really hard. It's difficult because we have so much going on in our brain. Do that for 10 minutes a day, and everything that the thoughts that interrupt, those are the things you need to deal with. Journal about them. But I wouldn't try to clear your mind. I would try to sit there with no expectations. That would be my intention going into it. I don't have no expectations. Whatever comes, comes. And whatever comes, I'll deal with it when it comes. I think focusing on the clearing your mind and all of that causes you to be stressed while you're meditating. Because you're like, why are all these thoughts going on? It just causes more anxiety. And that's not really the goal. The goal is to become centered. The goal is for you to re-energize. The goal is for you to get into the now moment so that you can heal your body, because that's what starts to happen once you get into that now moment. You know? So yeah. I have a client in 30 minutes. I just wanted to hop on here and give y'all that piece because I felt like it was important. I'm struggling to try to figure out what I want to do for y'all this month. I thought about, and y'all can tell me how y'all feel about this. I thought about doing like the next 6 people who buy human design readings, or the people who buy a human design reading this month get a free general life reading, because I think that if you did the human design and a general life together, that might be tea. You know what I'm saying? Because now you have the energetic side of it, blueprint side of it, but me giving you advice, giving you tips and tricks and stuff like that. But I'm also tapping into you spiritually, emotionally, and telling you what you're going through right now. So this is how you are, how you're designed. This is overall, but this is like, but right now you need to do this, girl. This is what's, you know, sounds good. Okay. All right. So that'll be it. Whoever buys a human design reading this month, you'll also get a general life reading, okay? And that'll be free. Now, I do want to do those on live. How do y'all feel about that? Because I feel like a lot of us are going through the same shit. Whether we know it or not, we're going through the same shit. You know, and maybe there's something that I tell you that somebody else needs to hear. But then I also understand the need for privacy. You know? So how do y'all feel about that? Yeah, I should have bought mine this month. LOL. Memory. Oh, Memory. I think I just talked to you. Or you might have messaged me. I'm sorry, girl. I be trying to think of new things to do with y'all each month just because I feel like, I don't know. I be wanting to give away free shit all the time. If it was up to me, all this shit would be free. But sister got to make a living. Okay? Yeah, I'm going to put my bid in on some lessons in accountability. Yes. What about the energetic alignment with general life too? I don't know, because the energetic alignment is in addition to the human design. So if you've already got the human design, I understand why you want that. But the energetic alignment is $80 and it takes me 5 hours to do it. You know? That's already very, very inexpensive. So I don't know that I would pair anything with the energetic alignment just because it takes me so fucking long to put them together. But I'm doing the work because I feel like we need it. So I don't know if I would do that because the general life reading costs more than the energetic alignment anyways. So I don't know if that would be beneficial. Which one specifically tells you about your path as far as your purpose in life? Human design. Human design is going to tell you your life path. It's going to tell you how you digest food, the environment you thrive in. It's going to tell you your strongest sense. It's going to tell you what it's like when you're in alignment, what it's like when you're out of alignment, what your energy is here to do. You know, how you kind of exist. And then it's going to tell you your masculine energy versus your feminine energy, where it's appearing in your life, how you're experiencing it, what it looks like when it's on the shadow side, when you operating out the shadow side, the negative side of the energy, where you're supposed to be. And then I give you tips and tricks. Okay. Now, human design is that. The energetic alignment profile is a document. So the human design is a 2-hour video. The energetic alignment profile is a document. It's about 8-9 pages. And what that is looking at your 5 life path numbers, looking at your human design, looking at your astrology, natal chart, and your Chiron, pulling out your strengths, weaknesses, and your purpose in life. And then setting goals and a strategy for what I would do if I had your energy. It comes with resources, exercises, all kind of shit for you to do. But that's in addition to the human design. Because if you don't get the human design reading, I need you to hear me. I need you to hear me. I need you to hear the advice that I give you based off of your energy, because that's going to make the energetic alignment is going to take it to an uptick. It's going to take it to the next level. But if you get that by yourself, and most people do just because it's $80. But when you get that by yourself, a lot of times people write me and be like, oh, we need to hop on a call. I need you to explain this to me. Well, that's not how that works. If you would have got the human design reading, I wouldn't have to explain it. You know? So that's the energetic alignment strategy. And the general life is me connecting with your guides, your ancestors, the people around you, to figure out what your energy is right now and what's holding you back, what you need to hear. I literally had a meeting with somebody this morning, and for some, they was telling me trucking. And she's like, oh, I was looking into that, but I wasn't interested in that. And I said, but they talking about dispatching. Can you do that? Yes. And it's remote, and it would have solved all this shit. It's like, this is temporary. I think sometimes we be so far in the future of what we want that we don't make the necessary change right now and realize that there are stepping stones. You jump all the way to finish when this could get you here, and then that could get you there. You know? So they be important, because if you ask me the right questions, I'll ask your guides and they'll tell me what they think you're supposed to be doing right now. I want to do it on live, period. I love that. And we are going through the same. Yeah, I feel like so many people going through the same shit. And even if you can't afford a reading right now, if I do it live and you're going through a similar situation, at least you get the advice. At least you get the advice, you know? And we are going through the same. I personally won't mind either way. I love that. Oh my gosh. I love that. So grateful I came across your page. Thank you, baby. I'm grateful that you did too. I love meeting new people. I love making connections. Like, I really do. I feel like the older big cousin to everybody. You know? Yes, I need that human design. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's life-changing. That human design is bomb. I'm still noting, and yes, it's dope. Oh, yeah. I've never gotten a bad review from a human design reading. I've gotten somebody tell me that they didn't understand. Like, I don't understand. I mean, it's a lot of information. I don't know how to process this. I've gotten that before. I'll just pay you per. Makes sense. Do you need to be present for the human design reading? No. I just need your date of birth, your time of birth, your location of birth, and I'll do the reading and send it over to you. That's it. I used to do them live, not live on here, but like where, you know, I could talk to people. But child, I would be on there 5 hours, you know, because I think people be so excited to meet me, and I'll be on that too. But this reading takes 2 hours, you know. So I can't stop and listen to your stories in between that, you know, making it make sense, you know. So I do it this way now because, one, I can do it on my own time, you know, and I really can spend time saying what I need to say, and I won't lose my train of thought. Because that be the tea. I am like Dory up here. It comes and it goes. It comes and it goes. It's like, it don't take nothing for me to lose my train of thought. Do you need to, okay, which reading is that? Or similar to the one I got yesterday? Yeah, so the one that you got yesterday was the general life. Yeah. And I'm going to continue coming live and doing those readings too, because I still want to give back, y'all. I love doing that. Like, I love helping people, you know. Like I said before, if it was up to me, everything would be free. But this is what I do full time. I'm a professional medium. So I do mediumship and I do general life all the time. Okay? I'm a human design coach is what they like to call it. But I'm a human design coach. I need to know what your energy is so I can give you information on how you need to show up. Because like I said, it changed my life. But my destiny is in getting us in energetic alignment. Okay? And that's why I'm doing all of these things. Because they help us get us into energetic alignment. Because if I can help you fix you, we fix everything. You know? And that's the goal. We not wiping the mirror, we wiping the shit off our face. Love your insights, friend. Keep it going. Thank you, love. I'll do the energetic alignment on live when I purchase it. Oh, that one is a document. The thing that I was saying to do on live was the general life reading. Ooh, shit. What did somebody say? Sorry, y'all. Tunnel vision can lead to a functional freeze sometimes. Yeah. The human design is the whole truth. It really is, y'all. And I don't stop talking for the 2 hours. I am hitting y'all with facts for 2 hours straight. And telling y'all what to do. Is the mommy and me the same info? Yes. So the mommy and me is the same info. But the mommy and me is basically me looking at you and all of your children and telling y'all how y'all energy interacts with each other. So it doesn't go specifically into detail about what your masculine and feminine energy is. So with mommy and me, what I suggest is get a full human design reading on mom so that you fully understand what your energy is and how you show up, because you are meant to be the example for the kids. And then get a mommy and me so that I can tell you the intricacies. And as I'm doing that, I don't play about them kids. So if it's a struggle channel or if it's a channel of crisis or anything like that in their energy, I'm going to give you everybody's profile, which is their energy type, what it's here to do, how they make decisions, the environments they thrive in, their strongest sense, their life path, the two energies that make up them, right? If your energy is in flow, all of those things. And then I'm also going to go through your centers, which give you a lot of information. But if I see something that them kids is going to struggle with, I do not hesitate. I do not hesitate. But I'm going to always do that, though, because like I said, I was a sad kid. And I care about them kids. I do. So I try to give you as much information that I can give you. And that's still a 2-hour reading. But it's like I'm telling you, should you put your kids in sports or should you not put your kids in sports? This is the things that you need to, like, if your kid has this creative energy, you need to make sure that they imagining things, you know, like they're in their creative energy. Like, give them the space to do that. Allow them to do presentations. If your kids needs satisfaction is like that, what their increment of success is, then they gonna need, you can't be the type of parent that's like, well, that's what you're supposed to do, because you're gonna fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? So if your kid needs space, if your kid needs you to knock on their door before you just enter into their room, all of the things. Hey, Chantel. Yes, I wish we would all pull up and play spades while doing readings, LOL. Just the black and me, period. Or Uno. I would tear y'all the fuck up in Uno. Phase 10? Y'all don't want to see me. How much? The human design readings are $149. If y'all book those this month, again, like I said, you will get the general life reading, which is $120. Okay, you'll get that one for free. Those will be about 30 minutes to 45 minutes. But the human design is a 2-hour reading. The energetic alignment strategy is $80. Mediumship readings are $125. What else? Mommy and me and human design full readings are $149, but the mini reading is $165. And that's better for people who don't have your time of birth. If you don't have your time of birth, a mini reading is going to be better. Or you could just reach out to me and I'll tell you how to get your time of birth. When we book on your site, is there an option to put if you want the reading live? It is not. But if you do want it live, just let me know. Because when I email you, just say, I want the reading live. Or you can just tell me after, we can do it in a private setting and I can just post it so other people can see it. Whichever way. I might reach out to somebody reading I did today. It was a little bit more personal, but it was so good that, I mean, I'm sure there's people who need to hear that, you know? This is so dope. Oh, thank you, K-Deuce. I appreciate you, girl. Okay, love you deep. See you next week, period. And then once y'all reach out to me, I'll send y'all like instructions. And then we can find a time. Can you tell what protection we have? What do you mean by that? Like from your guides, like who's protecting you, or like what do you mean? Is it still beneficial to get the mini reading? Hell yeah, it's a lot of information. I just did one the other day and she wrote me today and said, oh my gosh, I love this information so much. Most of the mini readings that I do, they end up writing me and telling me they want the full reading. And if you want the full reading and you got a mini reading, all you do is got to tell me and I'll just send you the invoice for the difference. I don't make you go and purchase a full reading. I just send you the additional because I'm a real ass bitch, period. Is it still beneficial to get a mini reading? Yes. I love that you offered that, honestly. I was a sad kid too. Yeah, a lot of us was. Definitely got you on phase 10. You couldn't, baby. I'm too crafty. I'm telling you, the entire game, I'm up here. And this up here is clever. Not saying that yours ain't, but I don't think nobody fucking with me in phase 10. I wish I knew all this before I was a kid. I did too, but you know what? I always feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. You know, maybe I wouldn't have been able to process it back then. Because I remember when I was younger, I read Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. I did not understand a fucking word in that book. Now it makes complete sense because I'm at a higher level of consciousness. So you always where you're supposed to be. Okay, sis, get ready for y'all reading. Y'all can also go to Becoming No One on Patreon. Thank you, boo. I actually am going to have to leave because I got to read it in 20 minutes, y'all. I just want to finish the quote. In my dreams, people was telling me I'm protected by Tahuti. I don't know who that is. Tahuti is Thoth. That's Thoth's real name, Tahuti. Yes, like who protects us if there is any restrictions from curses. I don't think there's ever restrictions from curses. You curse yourself. People curse you every single day. You cut them off in traffic, they cursing you. Write me about that, love. I want to make sure I understand. I gotta go because I'm gonna put this on YouTube. And like I said, if you see this, I need more information on Scorpio moon. Girl, I'm the poster child. Next time, we'll talk about it. Okay? I'm gonna get some coffee and binge watch your pipe. I love that for you, sis. So I'm gonna post this on YouTube. And again, if you book a human design reading this month, you will get a general reading for free. That has been decided. I'll put it on my website. I love y'all deep. I will talk to y'all later. All right, bye.